Hello again, everybody. This is Cortez, as always, bringing you another Gears of War 3 gameplay. This time on the map Hotel, and this was a join in progress of my friend Luke, and he has a guest, which was happened to turn out to be Connor, or some of you may know Connor as the guy that I just did the dual commentary with on Battlefield. So this was recorded like way before we did that dual commentary. I mean, this gameplay has to be a couple weeks old. But so is the game, and with a couple weeks under my belt, I've basically been playing this almost every day since I started. I've had a lot of time to, you know, have my opinion of this game sink in, and I'm ready to really give it. So, wow, that's a lot of torque bow kills, and now I got the execution. But you don't deserve it. You deserve a shotgun blast to the chest or upper body area. So with a few weeks of Gears of War 3 out of the way, I feel I've had enough experience to give a full review of what I think, at least multiplayer wise. I am at school right now, and I'm waiting until I go home to really play the campaign. Otherwise, because I've already started the campaign at home, I would have to restart here because it's on a friend's hard drive, it's on my roommate's hard drive, and you know, what's the point of playing the campaign twice through just to get the achievements once? So I'm just gonna play it at home. I'll have a month off after the semester ends in December before I have to go back. Get fucked up, kid. Think you can charge me with that sawed-off shotgun? I'll blow your fucking head off with a torque bow, nonetheless. Yeah. Alright, so I'll break down what I think of multiplayer, and hopefully you guys can agree. If you guys have disagreements, please leave comments. Don't rage, because then I'll just ignore them. But if you present your complaints in a civilized manner, I will look at them. You know, I don't get very many comments per video, so it won't be very hard to find yours. But please, leave any comments you may have, get Mantle kicked, and let's go, Rampage. Alright, so, first off is the map design. Most of the maps I don't have a problem with. I love how they made some bigger maps, such as Sandbar is one of my favorites, and I feel that really, you know, it takes a step back from the fast Gears gameplay. It doesn't really encourage a lot of camping because while it's wide open, they give you sniper rifles and things to flush out campers. They give you the Hammer of Dawn every other round, and the other rounds is a one-shot. But I like having giant Lancer battles. I mean, where, you know, it might be 3-on-3 and everybody's using a Lancer. I like those fights. I'm not always about a shotgun battle because, you know, there are times where you lose those fights and you just look at yourself and you're like, how could I lose that fight? Well, that happens a lot. But overall, the maps are great. I'm really happy that they brought Gridlock back, although I wish they added some new ones. But I shouldn't say new ones, I should say other ones from previous Gears, as long as River does not come back. But I have a feeling it will in a DLC because everybody seemed to love River in Gears of War 2, and I absolutely hated that map. And you could say, well, it was a big map. Yeah, but all people did was go up in the towers, grab the sniper rifles, and just, you know, basically go into Overwatch mode and just look for any movement, and they would pick your head off. At least that's what happened to me. I would always back out if River came up, unless I was with my friends. But Gridlock is back, which I'm very happy about. I love the Easter egg. It happened to me again last night, playing Capture the Leader. If you guys still don't know what the Easter egg is, if you've just been unfortunate enough not to have it, if you don't kill any of the Ash people, if you don't like disintegrate them, if you don't destroy any of them in a first round or just any round in general, the next round you play in that match, like if it's the last round in the match, it won't happen, but if there's another round in that match, then Mad World will play, and I'm really liking that. What's this guy doing? Oh, it's Luke. Alright, I think he just realized that I'm here because he's not talking into his microphone because he has Connor over. That's just something he does. He's just like, I'm trying to invite him to parties, and he's like, I have someone over, so I don't want to talk. I don't know really why he does that, but this guy took forever to down me. Alright, well, moving on, after the maps, is the weapon balance. There's something that's overpowered right there, I believe. That's the chainsaw. They basically went back to Gears 1, where you can chainsaw through anything. I had it the other day. I put a shotgun blast into a guy's face, and he still chainsawed me through it. And it's not like I shot him at the exact same time. I shot him first, then there was maybe a half a second or a second delay, and then he chainsawed me. So I really liked the Gears 2 aspect, where you had to not be getting shot to be able to rev your chainsaw at all. I mean, sure, it got a little ridiculous when like 5 seconds after you got shot you hit B and you're still getting stunned. That I think Epic needs to look into and possibly incorporate that into Gears 3, where you'll still get stunned, but not for nearly as much time as you were for Gears 2, because that was just really ridiculous. And while it did take chainsawing out, chainsawing was a huge part of Gears of War 1, so I would love to see that come back. But as of right now in Gears 3, it's pretty strong. The sawed-off is also really strong. I'm having more success with it. I'm basically learning how to be a wall-bouncing little douchebag, and I basically divide my time up halfway. It depends on what map I'm on. If it's a close quarter map like Thrash Ball, Thrash Ball's big. I'll almost always use a sawed-off on Thrash Ball just because it's always close up. But for medium maps and get grizzed on. For medium maps and large maps, it's mostly the Gnasher, like right here. Oh, you got wall bounced. Okay. Alright. So sawed-off is pretty strong. The Lancer, I believe, needs a nerf. I mean, they upped it to 60 rounds, and which is what it was in Gears of War 1. It went down to 50 in Gears 2, in case you didn't notice or you just didn't play Gears of War 2 or Gears of War 1. I don't know. Some of you haven't. I know Gorilla hasn't really been into the Gears prequels to this game, but the Lancer is back up to 60 rounds, which it was in Gears 1, and it seems to have gotten a lot more power, stopping power in each round, as opposed to Gears 2, where it had less rounds, but it still took quite a few rounds to down something. Now, it takes maybe a third of a clip to down somebody, and then you still have the rest of it to finish them off. So even if they still dodge a ton of shots, you still have, you have a 60 round magazine before you have to reload, and the active takes so little time. It's pretty crazy. I just think Epic needs to look at that a little bit, maybe give it a slight nerf. It's not too much, but I'd like to see it nerfed a little bit. The Hammer Burst is gotten a little better. I still prefer Gears of War 1's Hammer Burst over anything, because I used to always pick that up for the Lancer as a primary, just in case I didn't get any other power weapons because they were all stolen or anything. I know Fuel Depot had Hammer Bursts on, outside the hangar, and oh, Luke, wow, you little camping bitch. Oh, he's waiting for his sniper rifle. Oh no, he's gonna run past it. Because it's a 1v3, I guess he doesn't want to give away where he is. So the Hammer Burst in Gears 1 was a... oh, too bad, Luke. Was a burst fire assault rifle. And I'm not sure how many rounds it had, but I think it fired 6-round bursts. And with an active, you could down somebody in 2 bursts. I loved that. That was really powerful to me. And in Gears 1, I played a lot of Warzone, so being able to down somebody from far away in 2 bursts, and then being able to finish them with a 3rd burst, and you still have maybe like 6 or 7 bursts left, that's a really good thing. That's quite powerful. Gears of War 2, they made it 17 rounds, semi-automatic, as fast as you can pull the trigger, basically like the FAL. Glad it hasn't invited a lot of modded controller people. Nobody can really shoot the Hammer Burst too fast. I mean, I've seen some people shoot it fast, but not like mod fast. Not like the M24 EBRs in Modern Warfare 2, or the extended mag fouls or anything like that. I just got my kill ninja'd. Okay, and now Gears of War 3, they upped the capacity to 20 rounds, which, you know, just seems a lot more practical, like 17. Where did they get that number from? And then the Retro Lancer. The Retro Lancer, they nerfed the hipfire from the beta. If you didn't play the beta, the Retro Lancer had very little hipfire recoil. You know, it didn't go everywhere like it does now. But Epic took a look at that and they said, well, that's pretty overpowered because the Retro Lancer's already got the most stopping power out of any assault rifle up close. So they nerfed the hipfire, which is great. You know, I honestly wish that Infinity Ward would look at that and say, well, we need to take steady aim out of every single gun because we basically have that. And oh, I did not. Oh. Well, one of them was a bot, but he was the one giving me the problems, I think. Okay. So, with that out of the way, long shot. I've seemed to have gotten a lot better with the long shot than I have been in past games. Gears 1, sucked with it. Gears 2, blew chunks with it. And that means I was worse than sucks with it. But, Gears 3, I seem to be doing a little bit better. Not good, but I'd say maybe average. I've pulled off a lot of roadie running headshots. I've pulled off a couple of Supermans, but most of the headshots, you know, come on people that have no idea you're there, and they're just prone up against the wall, saying, "Here's my head. Go ahead and take it off." Meat shielding. Yeah, I'm glad they kept all the old executions. Turns out that the kick execution you can still do after you get the execution unlocked, which is great. I love the inventiveness that they had with the executions. I like the old ones that they kept from Gears 2, such as the torque bow execution, the long shot execution. They added mortar executions, multra executions, all that. The digger execution is pretty cool. But my favorite execution might have to either be, well, gun-wise, it's either the Lancer execution, where you flip them over and stick your chainsaw in their chest and just rev, or the Scorcher execution, where you flip them over, stick your flamethrower in their chest, and light them up. But overall, my favorite execution is just the classic, just tap Y, spin them over, stomp on their head. But yeah, they give you a lot of choices. You know, Gears 1, it was just either melee or curb stomp. Gears 2, it was meat shield or any of the various, oh, look it out. Any of the various, weapon executions, but now they give you executions for, well, they give you a couple more. So, well done Epic on making another great game. I give this game, my X-Play rating is a 4 out of 5. It'll probably go up to a 5 after I play the campaign. I already know that Dom sacrifices himself, and I actually made that my Facebook picture for a little while, a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I made my profile picture just a picture of Dominic with a sawed-off shotgun as a side shot, and you can see his Maria tattoo. But now, I think yesterday, I changed it back to the Coltrane. Great game, great score at the end of this game, great game for me as well. Probably one of the best games I've had on Gears TDM so far. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave your comments about what you think of this game, anything that needs to be nerfed, buffed, taken out, anything like that, and see you next time.